Ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeh etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, leot lachem Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem.
Adonai Elohechem Emet. Nice job, Anita. That's great.
I'm a little hoarse. I don't know why, but whatever.
It happens, but you'll be all warmed up before May 8th, so no worries. Wonderful. And we continue with Micha Mocha on page 158 or page 40. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. נורות תהילות אוסף אלה, נורות תהילות אוסף מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקי הים לפני משה ומרים, זה אלינו ואמרו, זה אלינו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. ונאמר כי כבוד אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל. And Hashkivenu may be found on pages 160 and 161. We'll do both English and Hebrew. Page 42 and 41 in the virtual. And I'm going to ask a person that knows this song, this prayer, rather very, very well. I think you can guess who you are. Not Tamil Shalom member. Jackie? Can you help me with singing the part in the Hashkivenu? You know, the one that he had solo. I can hear it.
I don't think I could do the alto part.
No, the Ufros. You're perfect in that.
You want me to sing Ufros Aleinu?
Yeah, we're all
okay.
Awesome. So just wait for the Ufros, and then that would be your part. Okay. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu, Reshalom. And Jackie Mohammed.
Ufros aleinu, sokat shlomecha.
Oh, we can't read.
Yeah, go back to V'hamidenu. V'hamidenu.
Denu. I lost it. I don't have my music, right?
No, I mixed you up because I said the frost, but it's V'hamidenu.
Can't find it. V'hamidenu sukat shlomecha. I don't have it.
And here's the frost.
Frost aleinu sukat shlomecha.
Beautiful. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Hashkivenu Leshalom. Lynette, can you sing the Let There Be Love?
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
Beautiful. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. By the way, Temple Shalom members, I'm not discriminating. It's just I don't see anyone on the call today from our choir. So I figured I'll give an opportunity to people with good voices to, well, Anita, you just did Vahafta, right? But maybe it's, it's an idea. Maybe I'll call back some of our choir members to one of our Zoom services so they can participate and sing with us. We'll continue with Vishamaru, page 162 or 44. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל עודי לעולם עודי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את שבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש שבת וינפש שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש שבת וינפש שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. And of course, all of you are singing in your own spaces, even though we can't hear you, but I can see your mouth moving and some are clapping along. So that shows me that everyone is participating. And by the way, just for the record, we have 33 logins. So I think it would be safe to say that we are approximately, I would say like about about 55 or so people. Imagine if we're in a sanctuary, 55 for regular Friday night service. Not bad, people, right? Not bad. I mean, you've been attending the services, and I really appreciate that. Makes it so much more fun to pray together and to discuss things together, right? So right now we're going to rise for tefillah, or Amidah, we also call it, page 164 or 46. Also, we call it the Shmona Esrei. La 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 ופי יגיד לתהילתך, Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. La 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 And before we begin the Avot and Givorot, I want to remind you that in Givorot, we have in our Reform Prayer Book, Meitim, Mechaye, instead of Mechaye Meitim, we have Mechaye HaKol. And those of you who participated in my Judaism one-on-one classes past Sunday, the theme was Missing the Messiah. So we talked about the difference of understanding of the coming of Mashiach between the traditional Judaism and liberal Judaism, such as Reform. So if the traditional Jews believe in actual coming of Mashiach, right, the day when Mashiach will come, and he will literally revive those who will bring back to life, Michaye Meitim, those who are dead, but the righteous ones, and Mashiach will revive them, and the Jews, or rather not the Mashiach, but they will be revived, of course, by God. But the Reformed Jews believe in the Messianic era, not the concept of coming of Mashiach, but rather the Messianic era. And what is the Messianic era in understanding of Reformed Jews? It's when all the people will come to that understanding that we were saying earlier in Hashkivenu, because in Reformed Judaism, there's always been stressed the Tikkun Ulam, repairing of the world. And so once people will finally find the peace amongst each other, and no war will be in any part of the world, that's when the Messianic era will be in place, because the Reformed Jews just don't believe in actual physical act of reviving the dead. And therefore we substitute Michaye HaKol, which makes sense, right? All the creatures, or like the for example, every year or every season, the flowers wither and then they bloom again. And so it's Mehaye HaKol. So we start with Avot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avoteinu ve'Imoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע,
משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומותיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומינו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלע, ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
And we continue with the English on page 173. You may be seated if you were standing. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. And we turn to page 176 or 58. מודים אנחנו לך שאתה הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו לעולם ועד. צור חיינו, מגן אישנו, אתה הוא לדור ודור. נודה לך ונספר תהילתך על חיינו מסורים בידיך, ועל נשמותינו הפקודות לך, ועל ניסיך שבכל יום עמנו, ועל נפלותיך וטובותיך שבכל עת, ערב ובוקר ובצהריים. הטוב כי לא חלו רחמך, והמרחם כי לא תמו חסדיך מעולם קיווינו לך. We acknowledge with thanks that you are Adonai our God, and the God of our ancestors forever. You are the rock of our lives and the shield of our salvation in every generation. Let us thank you and praise you for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your care, for your miracles that we experience every day, and for your wondrous deeds and favors at every time of day, evening, morning, and noon. O good one, whose mercies never end, O compassionate one, whose kindness never fails, we forever put our hope in you. For all these things, O sovereign, let your name be forever praised and blessed. O God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai. Your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shemcha, ulecha na'eh lehodot. And so we continue with the prayer for peace on page 178 or 60. And like I mentioned, we pray for peace twice in the whole Shemona Esrei. As a matter of fact, the last one, Oseh Shalom, is added and makes it the Chayesra, the 19 prayers. But again, this Messianic era, according to Reform Judaism, that we believe will come, is only going to be they will be able to fulfill if there is a shalom ba'aretz in Israel and all the world.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim, Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech Adon lechol ha-shalom. Ki ata hu melech Adon lechol לעולם, וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
We pause for a moment of silent meditation and personal prayer. And I would ask for Paul to play something during our silent prayer on our side, and then the musical interlude on his side. Thank you, Paul. We continue with Oseh Shalom, page 180 or 62.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן. לילה לילה עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו אמן.
Return to page 371 in the hard copy and page 253 for Mishabera. And I know that we have representative from Adat Shalom here, so I want to explain why we are doing the fact that we are doing Mishabera prayer for all those who are sick on Friday night, since most of our Shabbatot we don't congregate in the sanctuary, so therefore we designate Friday night service to pray for all those who are sick. And unfortunately, the list is not getting any smaller these days, with COVID just, really everywhere. And it feels like it's getting closer and closer to those of us who hadn't had it, those of you who finally received the vaccine, and I see quite a few. There are, I hope that it works, and I really truly believe in this science and the fact that we should get vaccinated. I myself should be hopefully doing it in the next couple of weeks. So Bezrat Hashem and Bezrat science. I hope that with the help of God and with the help of science, we will finally all overcome the pandemic. So let me get the names for our Misha Berach. And if you have a person you would like to pray for, include in our Misha Berach prayer, if you don't hear the name mentioned, please send it via chat on my phone, or you can unmute yourself and say the name of your loved one or the friend during the English translation of the Misha Berach prayer. And of course, I was thinking today, as I told you the story about this beautiful girl and her sister, and I'm thinking, well, gee, I should also have their names, but I'm also thinking, I will continue to meet people on my way who are sick, and I'm happily including them because it's so important. When I learn that my name was mentioned in places that I'm not even expecting, that it really, the word spread out, and it makes you feel stronger knowing that so many people pray for you. So even if it means that we have to read the list of people who are sick for 5 minutes, you know what? I think it's a good investment, and I hope that you agree with me. משברך אבותינו ואמותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, שרה, רבקה, רחל ולאה, הוא יברך את החולים. הקדוש ברוך הוא ימלא רחמים עליהם, להחלימם ולרפואתם ולהחזיקם, וישלח להם מהרה רפואה שלמה מן השמיים, רפואת הנפש ורפואת הגוף, השתה בעגלא ובזמן קריב, ונאמר אמן. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. Yuri Varovsky, Mary Liahu Ben Mordechai, Hannah Kornblum, Jill Boboli, Eric Schwartzman, Mark Lipovich, Kayla Sagelstein, Karen Shapiro, Gail Dolan, Nachum Ben Hannah, Yitzhak Mordechai Ben Levi Bela, Alp Talis, Jeffrey Schild, Carmen Cervantes, Larry Riga, Miriam Bat Avraham Vedivora, Sharon Salixon, Sarah Bat Hana, David Becker, Sarah Leah Bat Eta, Stanley Rubenstein, Diana Landau, Michael Vogel, Sarita Felder, David Horwitz, Yabi Bobrick, Steve Fleischsing, Jeff Lampert, Herb Dubin, Zarman Ben Clara, Nathan Goldsmith, Lori Kudmansky, Marion Fleischner, Gina Connor, Jerry Friedman, Susan Litt, Joyce Kiburi, Shirley Duffy, Bella Shepsman, Brucha Bat Nathan Bechaya, Cedric Hill, Yosef Ben Menashe Vedivora, Shana Bat Moshe, Phyllis Feather, Leonard Feather, Shmuel Velville, Ian Astor, Dorothy Fast, Miriam Bat Ella, Michelle Fix, Shnia Ephraim, Sally Glick, Elizabeth Brezhnik Hand, Yosefa Tzivia, Bat Meir Hirsch, Jay Colson, Chaim Shmuel Ben Danit Tov Nadar, Wendy Brenner, Stephen Brundage, Gadol Aryeh Ben Yitzhak Eliezer Masha, Peter Samuelson Jensen, Erica Leifline, Esther Sarah Bat Shifla Henya, Savannah Williams is actually doing better, Alan Greenfield, Sharon Blackman, Alginan Hill, Israela Bat Shimon Avram Ve'Yohevet Bela, Frida Greenman, Maribel Lee Gilabart, Barbara Hawthorne, Evelyn Weiss, Rihanna Ketch, Eva Hanna Bat Label. And please let me know if there are other names you would like to include. And also Dimara. Lainey Shipper, Ralph Cutler, Gabby Rosen. And we read the English translation. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit. And together, let us say, Amen. We join in Debbie Friedman's Mishabet.
מי שברך אבותינו מקור הברכה לאמותינו. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi sheberach imoteinu mekor habracha avoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
And now is the time to invite our very special guest, and I'm very excited because I met him many, many years ago at Temple Beth Am. Greg was, I would say, pretty regular at the services there. Now he became a regular attending at our virtual services too, right, Greg?
Yes.
Since for like a month and a half, you've been attending pretty much almost every service.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, Greg has a very compelling story to tell you about his life, which was extremely difficult. And again, he's one of those people when, I'm on the self-pity wave, I think of him and it's like, you know what, I've got it all and I will get through it. But Greg has to deal with so many difficulties, physical difficulties daily, every hour of the day. And yet, he is always, at least, I always see you very positive, very bright young man. I just, thought of inviting him to speak so that you also hear his story. And FYI, the February month of February is actually also designated to the Jewish Disability Month. But let me think of Greg, but there's so many people who are, we not even realize are struggling from day to day, from hour to hour, like I said. And it's nice that, we are becoming aware because there's this title for this 1 month, but we really should remember it every day of the year. And always reach out with a helping hand to people like, those people, not like Greg, but those people who need our help. And it doesn't mean that they need the meal or they need, like physical help. They need our support as friends, also reaching out, being able to talk. And Greg, since we've been, we've renewed our friendship recently, right? I think it's been really awesome. So without further ado, Greg Mandler. And Greg, is it okay if people ask you questions after you talk?
Sure. Any questions, comments? I'll be all welcome. So hopefully everybody will be able to hear me okay. This is my first Zoom session speaking, so.
So Greg, that's Shechianu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shechianu v'kimanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh. Amen. Right?
Okay, thank you. Well, I thank you, Kendra, Rabbi Ina, and everyone for this wonderful introduction and time and opportunity. So basically, I was born in Livingston, raised in Persephone, went to Temple Beth Am, and that's where I eventually met Rabbi Ina. Got bar mitzvah, confirmed there. We're all raised in Persephone, my family. My schooling was all normal. I graduated from Quinnipiac University in 1996 with a Bachelor's of Arts in social work. And then came, I fast forward a few years, I was home working, and in the year of 2001, I was about 27 years of age. I had I went to a medical facility to be checked out as an outpatient as far as receiving services. And the last time I remembered, that was when that kind of dark time changed. So I drove to the facility. I walked normally, I spoke normally, and that was the last time that I was able to speak and walk normally. So basically, I was in catatonic state for a while, which is similar to being in a coma. When I had woke up, I had obviously difficult times within physical movements, and I was lost all capability of speech. I was immediately transferred to another medical facility where I received proper medical treatment, and eventually I got diagnosed with something called neuroleptic malignant syndrome. I know it's a very fancy scientific term. I usually just call it MS for short. And what that basically means in simple terms is I was given a group of drugs by a group of doctors, and I did not react well to them. And as soon as you suspect that you might have this illness, you're supposed to immediately withdraw from the drugs. And that was not fall through. So as a result, there was a malpractice trial involved, and we came on top, but I'm not sure. We can discuss that later. I'm not sure what that really means. Eventually, after the illness, my health stabilized. I was in some nursing homes for a while. I was receiving physical therapy and occupational therapy and speech therapy. I eventually did gain use of my voice in one of the nursing facilities, so that was a huge accomplishment. Before it came down to Livingston, where I am now, I was way up in northern Sussex County, New Jersey, at a facility there, and I left there because they no longer were accepting my insurance. So I think come to Livingston has been it's been a blessing in disguise. It's allowed me to remain closer to my family. I've been closer to Judaic life, which has been great. So as of right now, I currently live in a house with a total of 4 residents. I live in a regular neighborhood. Cannot tell that there's any kind of special housing, which is nice. So I think the rabbi wanted me to speak about how my life has changed, especially with the COVID, and it's been kind of a little tricky. I'm at a program called Universal Institute, which is headquartered in Livingston, and there's probably about, I don't know, 100 some clients there. So basically, our therapies are obviously all virtual. I receive physical therapy, occupational therapy, and cognitive therapy. I receive those therapies anywhere from 2 to 3 times a week, Monday through Friday. The other times that we're not on the computer, we are able to go in, but currently I am quarantined. We went back to our center one day last week and we were exposed. So now we're back under quarantine again, but good news is as of Wednesday, I got my first shot of the Moderna vaccine. So that's really it. So life was really, I just will say that life for a time for me was really dark. When this was really going on, I was, there were suicide attempts, there was attempted elopement, there was physical aggression. Yeah, so I spent some time in some psychiatric facilities, but as of probably as of maybe 2004, 2005, I have been stable. I continue to be stable between my involvement with Judaism and seeing a therapist and being on the right meds. I've been stable for about 15, 20 years, which is great. So I continue to remain close to my family. Unfortunately, I lost mom and dad in the past couple of years. So that's been more of a heartache. We weren't really able to do anything, especially for my mother, because my mother had passed away during this whole COVID process. So we weren't able to have any celebration of her life at all. But I'm glad to be close with my sister and my brother and brother-in-law and my nieces and nephew. And I just want to thank Rabbi Inan for all the congregants for allowing me to have this special opportunity to speak to all of you and share some insight into what I'm doing. I think probably why I'm so positive is I was just tired of being so angry and it was not getting me anywhere. So I went back and I discovered things that I enjoy: being happy, and I enjoy reading, I enjoy being on the computer, I enjoy socializing people, I enjoy helping people. So I've even volunteered since my injury, and I'm very fortunate to get back. We're only on this earth once, so I have decided that it's very important to be grateful even for the small things, and there's always people worse than you, but I'm just so glad that I've been given another chance, and I'm gonna continue to make the most of it.
Wow.
So
That is so inspiring.
thank you all very much for allowing me this wonderful opportunity.
Greg, you don't have to have huge muscles in order to qualify for Superman or the wings. I think you truly have the wings, even though you can't physically fly, but you are flying on that wave of happiness, and it's all in our heads, right? We can overcome anything if we only decide so in our heads. And
Yeah, I mean, it just shows that anything can happen. I mean, I was totally healthy prior to this happening. So your life literally can change in the moment of an instant.
yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
As you can attest. So
Yes.
you know, but I will just say come back into the Judaic life has been really I think that's been a major player is really coming back into the Judaic life. So you know, I love it.
Can I ask you, why do you find Judaism inspirational? Or what do you find inspirational in Judaism, rather?
Well, primarily I love the community.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a sense of warmth. You know, we all share some common thing, and it's great. Everyone's so warm and so appreciative, and I'm so happy. You know, when I hear your voice and I hear your singing, it's beautiful. So that's why I'm gonna continue going that route.
Thank you. I will read a couple of the comments. They're not questions, but comments from a few people. So from Bob and Barbara Gold, Greg, your words are so inspiring. Thank you for sharing them with us. And from Judy Zucker, you're a very brave person, a true inspiration to all of us. Thank you for sharing your story. And Marion Newman, and I believe Jeff is there too, your perspective is enlightening. Would anyone have questions to Greg? And he's like, as you can tell, he's very open person.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right. So basically, I will just so the drugs that I were put on were some heavy duty antipsychotics, and so basically I'm in the run for it. So whenever you suspect this disorder that I have, you're supposed to immediately withdraw from the drugs. And the doctors that were treating me at the time, they did not do that. They violated that. So my family went to court, and there was a malpractice lawsuit that went in our favor. But like I said before, I'm not sure how much it changes anything. I mean, you know.
Wow. And Greg, I sort of can't. I'm sorry.
I'm still me, so you know. And yes, financially, you know, I'm okay, but yeah, the physical
No money
part,
can buy. No money can buy health. Yeah.
Well, you well said. You know, yeah, but you know, so I mean, that part was interesting. Was able to see how the justice system worked.
Yeah.
So it's good.
And you know, also, I think that in a way, it's harder, especially in the beginning, and perhaps that's where your anger was coming from. You know, one thing when you get sick and you don't have anyone to blame. It is what it is. It happened. Whatever, you get COVID, there's a virus. There's no human person that the human being that you can blame. But when you know that your suffering was caused by people because they just didn't do their job properly, it is so much harder to come to terms with what happened to you.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know. I mean, should I always distrust medical doctors? Because I had some medical doctors that made some errors. I just think if you live, if I lived in the past, it's not going to help me grow as a person. I've come to terms with it. I haven't forgotten, but I've come to terms with it. I've learned to accept it. It's who I am now. It's not going to change. But I guess it's easier said than done. I really don't have a magic pill as far as why I continue to pretty much thrive in this condition.
I want to read to you a couple of comments, and then maybe in your private chat box you received the questions from John. Sure. And Roberta, you have a beautiful smile. And from Ilana Lev, thank you for sharing your story with us. All the best. Love your decision to stay positive. Did anyone have any questions?
I do.
Okay. Go ahead.
Greg, this is Jackie Burge. Do you see me?
Oh, yeah. Hi, Greg. Nice.
How are you?
Good, I remember you.
Of course you do. We went to Israel together in 2010, and I am telling you, there were no barriers. There was no place that Greg wouldn't or couldn't go.
That's right.
We just got in a car, and all of a sudden, Greg and your mom, you showed up, and you were there.
Yeah,
that was a lot of walking, a lot of moving around.
That was my chair. So I'm, as Jackie alluded to, before COVID struck, I've not been limited as far as traveling. As Jackie said, I've been to Israel, I've been to Italy with my wheelchair, I've been to Ireland, I've been on several, before the COVID hit, I had been on several cruises. So I'm not limited. I'm fairly high function, fairly independent. But yeah, that Israel trip was
amazing. Yeah.
God willing, I hope to return again. That was a real special time in that trip. Yep. So thank you again for that.
Amazing. We'll take one or two more questions, up to two more. So if anyone wants to unmute yourself or send a question in the chat. Greg, do you have anything in the chat box?
I don't think so, but if anything comes up before we
we'll get back to it, right?
Before we say good night, Shabbat Shalom, I'm available.
But you're singing. Let me ask you. I remember you chanting Kiddush at some point. Will you grace us with a chanting Kiddush tonight? Is it? Yes. No.
I don't think so.
No. All right. Maybe you'll start the first line and then I'll continue.
How does it go?
When we get there, I'll help you out.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go back to the full screen. Before we move on to conclude service with Aleinu and the Kaddish, I want to remind you that this past day. So from Thursday night to Friday was Rosh Chodesh, the beginning of the new month, right? And we have entered the month of Adar. As we know, this is a very special month because we celebrate the holiday of Purim. And so I'm going to share the screen, even though we passed this holiday, but we were still past this day, but we're still very close to Rosh Chodesh. And so I want us to read the prayer. And I'm going to ask Ilana, I always go to her for beautiful Hebrew. So I think that's, no, wait, hold on. Let me find. Okay, here we go. Ilana, can you read the Hebrew of the blessing for the Rosh Chodesh? Ilana, can you unmute yourself? Let me see if she's here. She was there. Ilana. Oh, I think Ilana is not on call with us anymore. Oh, no, Ilana, here you are. Can you unmute yourself? Can't hear. Still can't hear you.
Okay, I just did.
Oh, there you go. Okay, awesome.
יהי רצון שיתחדש עלינו חודש אדר, לטובה ולברכה, לששון ולשמחה, לשלום ואחווה, רעות ואהבה, לעבודה ויצירה, פרנסה וכלכלה, לשלוות הנפש ובריאות הגוף, לחיים של דרך ארץ ואהבת תורה, לחיים שימלאו בם משאלות ליבנו, ליבנו לטובה, כן יהי רצון.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. May the month of Adar be a month of blessing, blessings of goodness, blessings of joy, peace and kindness, friendship and love, creativity, strength, serenity, fulfilling work and dignity, satisfaction, success and sustenance, physical health and radiance. May truth and justice guide our acts and compassion temper our lives, that we may blossom as we age and become our sweetest selves. May it be so. Yehi ratzon she'yitchadesh aleinu. That was transliteration of the blessing. So Ilana, again, it's so nice to hear a perfect, beautiful Hebrew with Israeli accent. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. I love your Russian accent.
Okay.
Wow,
Speaking of, I was talking to this Israeli rabbi, and we were just introduced because I wanted to invite him to do a program, and he didn't guess that I was I came from former Soviet Union, from Russia, because he thought that my accent in Hebrew is more of an American, which I don't know if I should take it as a compliment or not. But.
No, I grew up with a lot of Russian-speaking people, and I love this accent. Beautiful.
Thank you. So, by the way, another funny fact, when I tutor my Bnei Mitzvah children, right, for the Bar Mitzvah, when I record, some of the letters, they do sound Russian, and they mimic that. And some students, they have Russian accent when they chant the Torah. It's hysterical. So, and another word about this special Shabbat. So this Shabbat is called Shabbat Shekalim. This is the Shabbat that in a series that precedes Purim and then Passover. So there are 6 special Shabbatot that precede Passover altogether. And traditionally back in the Tharaitic time and in ancient Israel, all males were supposed to bring half of the shekel to the temple, a donation, a truma. That's why it's called Shabbat Shekalim. And also another special thing about it is that a special haftarah is read on each of those 6 Shabbatot, a special haftarah portion and a special maftir from the Torah portion is read, and sometimes a whole special Torah portion as well. So, it also reminds us that we start counting down to probably one of the most famous and beloved festivals of all 3, Passover. And with that, we are going to turn to page 586 or 282, 586 or 282 for Aleinu. Please rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא שם גילוי הרצון, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך. שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומשה יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו, בגובי מרומים, ואלוהינו אין עוד, באמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, קדעתו בתורתו, וידעת היום בשבות אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא אלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחתנו. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. Page 293 in virtual or 597 in your hard copy Sidurim. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. Somebody is not muted. Can you please mute yourself if you are unmuted? I'm not sure who that is. All right, thank you. This Shabbat, we remember the yortzites of Adelaide Marcus Zagorin, Samuel Ames, Laura Wittenberg, Melvin Denholtz, Howard Geltman, Valerie Mandelev, Rose Redan, Esther Ogans, Dorothy Karp, Howard Morrow, Thomas Kelly, Morris Schwartz, Ito Finkel Seligson, Dora Frondlich, Louis Goldberg, Manuel De Brito, Julia Schnitzer, Henry Spreitzer, Eleanor Cerebro, and the Jewish fallen soldier, Private David Leonard. We also remember those who had passed this year: Marilyn Minker, Samuel Patalis, Norman Barron, Edith Katchen, Leonard Weinstein, Rose Rugenstein, Phyllis Patashny, Louis White, Stan Samuelson, Louis Sorrell, Leonid Lidansky, Martin Kranzbaum, Amani Kildea, Barbara Dubin, Marilyn Davidson, Samuel Friedman, John Barron, Phyllis Vogel, Joe Ungerleider, Evie Solich, Barry Lakend, Rose Shapiro, Fred Fertig, Bernard Horowitz, Sandy Lehman, Sharon Koenig, and Dr. Michael Raskin, and also from the period of Shloshim, Ann Gontarski, and Morton Prefer, and Irv Budnick. If there are other names of people you would like to add to the Kaddish list, please send me a message in the chat box, or say the name when you unmute yourself. Howard Feller. Please rise for Kaddish, page 598 or 294. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, אמן. בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחיי חון ובימי חון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לאלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה אמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, and together let us say amen.
Amen.
May be seated. So, Greg, here we go. It's dum dum da dum da 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 dum da dum da 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 dum.
Barakatah Adonai, Pri Hagafen.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Sorry, page for Kiddush 123. Not sure what it is in the virtual. Sorry, 123 in the hard copy. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shav. See, you know it. V'shabbat kodesho be'ahava uvratzon inchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit yom tehila v'nikra'e kodesh ze'elitziat Mitzrayim Kivanu acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshcha be'ahava uvratzon inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh Shabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
Fine.
I'm not revealing my partial challah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam amotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. And now, who is going to have dinner at 9 o'clock? Probably no one, but still, we're doing the matzah, right? Maybe someone will have snacks, so it's still legit. And I want to conclude with the last verse of Adon Olam. And if you can turn to page 321 in your virtual Siddurim, 625 in the hard copy. This is last, I think, 2 verses, but also I can share the screen so we can see the version that we're going to sing the Yado by Cantor Taubman. Let's see. Give me a sec. Okay. I'm going to merge that. Here we go. Can everybody see? Great. Okay, so we'll conclude with Beyado.
בידו כדרוכי בעת אשן ועירה וימרוכי גוויתי אדוני לי ולא יירא וימרוכי גוויתי אדוני לי ולא יירא. My soul I give it to you, my spirit in your care. Draw me near, I shall not fear. Hold me in your hand. Draw me near, I shall not fear. Safely in your hand. בידו אף כדרוכי בעת אשן ועירה וימרוכי גוויתי אדוני לי ולא יירא וימרוכי גוויתי אדוני לי ולא יירא.
Shabbat Shalom. It's getting late, but if any of you would like to stay on and chat like sort of like an Onik type, I can leave the Zoom on. So either let me know, unmute yourself and let me know if you want to stay on or send a message in the chat. I'll wait for a few seconds. And if not, we are just
want to say Shabbat Shalom and thank you
Shabbat
for a
Shalom.
beautiful service. Beautiful.
Shabbat, thank you. Shabbat
Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
Thanks
We
so much for
agree with
joining.
Joanna. Thank you so much. Shabbat Shalom. And thank you, Greg.
Shabbat Shalom. Barbara and
Shabbat
Bob, how are
Shalom.
you feeling?
Beautiful
Very
service.
good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Feeling
Thanks,
well.
Al.
Thanks, Linda.
You
Shabbat
had a
Shalom.
good
It was
day?
good to see you again, Greg.
Shabbat Shalom.
Nice to see you
Shabbat
too. Thank you
Nice
very
with
much.
you, Greg.
Julie, how are you doing?
Leave meeting again. Top, it says leave, then hit it up here.
Julie, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Good to see you.
Julie's been joining us for the last two services at least.
Yeah, it's great
Yes.
to see her.
Yeah.
Longtime Temple Shalom family.
Yes.
Yes, and I've been privileged to have that
Yeah,
and very happy to see Cantor Ina.
Thank you.
She enhances, she moves the services beautifully, and I never looked forward to Friday night as much as I do now.
yeah.
Julie,
And
I wish you had said that before the representatives from Adat Shalom left, but still, thank you very much. I didn't pay her to say that.
Rabbi, I read your article about your mother, and it was very, very moving. She was a very special lady, and you have wonderful memories, and you follow in her footsteps.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I try.
You
It's
do.
hard to feel her small shoe size, for an
Yeah, yeah, you feel them big, but you lead a good example for your children and your family, and you pass on her life to your children.
Thank you. Well, I'm also so happy to see everyone returning. That means that we're hanging in there. So
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. Keep on going, and like Greg teaches us, find the good things in life, and it's all in our head. Remember that, right?
Yeah, Greg is quite an inspiration for all of us.
Yeah.
How to take lemons and make lemonade. You are an inspiration.
I look forward to meeting you in person, Greg.
Yes,
Okay,
me
yeah.
too. Me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll make it up later one day.
Good. Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
I'm
All right,
leaving.
Shabbat shalom. To a
Shabbat
healthy
shalom. Thank you,
week.
Rabbi. I feel good.
You
Yes,
too.
feel good. Have a good week. Do you need any chicken soup, Rabbi? I have some in my
I've got some,
freezer.
I've got some soup for now from Bell, enough for like a week. So, but I'll let you know. Thank you so much.
If you need any, I have stock in my freezer.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
Shabbat tov, everyone.
All right.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat
How are
shalom.
you, Anita? Good to see
Good.
you.
Yeah, hanging in there. How was your birthday?
Oh, it was good. It was a snowy day. I never got dressed, but I had phone calls from all over, and it
Good.
was a wonderful day because I just talked on the phone. And
I thought of you. I thought of you.
it was great. Having a February birthday, you get used to snowy birthdays.
When you were a child, would you move it to springtime or would you celebrate it in February?
Oh, no, we never moved it. Now my grandchildren would move it, but no, I can distinctly remember having to go call my friends on the phone to say the party was, I don't remember whether it was canceled or postponed, February. There were many, many snowstorms on my birthday.
Mhm.
Yeah. In those days, you didn't change it like you do today.
That's why we have the luxury of scheduling all our B'nai Mitzvah to spring and the summer, since we don't have that many, so that we don't have the snow days for them. That's
Yeah,
all.
well, when my oldest one, hers was March 4th, and I worried about it. But it was a cold day, but no snow. We were lucky. You never know. You never know.
As a matter of fact, my Abigail, remember, she moved her bat mitzvah from her birthday in December. She said, "Nope, I want to wear a strapless dress," and so it was June.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, enjoy
Whatever.
it, buddy.
Whatever. They should only be simplest.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay. Have a good, healthy
Shabbat
week.
shalom, everybody.
Good
Yes.
to see everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Sei gesund,
Shabbat
sei gesund.
shalom.
You know, in Yiddish they say sei gesund, have a good health.
Sei gesund.
Sei
Yes.
gesund. Not sei
Yeah.
gesinnt, but sei gesund. Right.
Sei gesund. All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.